Good morning, booze. What is that on my face? Huh. Good morning, booze. I'm getting ready to go to work. It is 6:30. So I don't know, I felt like recording. So here we are. Came to a realization yesterday that I feel like my purpose in life, and I feel like I've said this before, I just don't know where, but I feel like my purpose in life is to help people. So today, while I'm at work, I'm going to try to figure out, like, what are my options for, like, mental health and how I can contribute to that, because I find that, not saying I'm the happiest there, but I find that I find that that's what pulls me in, is being able to help others. In the beginning when I was younger, I was kind of selfish and didn't really care about others because I felt like nobody cared about me. That's really it. And then once I realized that I had to care for myself, things changed, and now I just want to be there for others. I really do. Like, I really enjoy helping others. I really love letting them know that I'm here for them at any given time. Like, I feel like this is something that I'm meant to do, and so I'm gonna try today at work, along with editing. I'm just giving myself the little small things that I can execute now instead of waiting. So, like, yesterday I was like, oh no, I'll just do it Wednesday, but I ended up doing it that night, like last night, and I was so proud of myself. I was like, wow. I was like, wow, because any other time I would have pushed that off. Any other time I would have been like, oh, I'll do it and never do it. But I actually did just, like, go through some clothes, throw some away, put the others away. That, when you have major depressive disorder or just, like, anything in general, is like a big deal. The fact that I even did that, I'm so proud of myself. But I did order from Boohoo, and it should be here next week, I think, or the end of this week. And I will record that. I think I'm gonna use my phone instead of my camera, just until I can get my camera situation settled. Oh, you're good. She's beside me. What I'm gonna do, and tomorrow I have a laser appointment. I'm gonna see if I can ask my laser lady if I can record maybe the next visit instead of this one, because I don't know what their policy is, and every time I try to call, the line is busy. So for those who don't know, I get laser on my face because I have polycystic ovarian syndrome. If you do not know what that is, I'm gonna put a definition somewhere around here. But yeah, I have PCOS. So when I was younger, when I was growing up, I started getting, like, the mustache, and then probably like 4 years ago, I was getting, like, this part. Now it's just, like, my whole jaw, but I get laser, so it isn't as bad as it was. It's just a process, and if you don't have the patience and you don't have the understanding, then it isn't really gonna do anything for you. But, like, I feel like my skin looks great, like, actually, I think my face, and it's actually a little stubbly right here. But other than that, I don't really care. Like, and you can't sit there and make fun of me for having facial hair and stuff like that. I literally can't help it. So I'm still just learning how to deal with it. And actually, there's TikTok people that, like, talk about it. And then there's people that are, like, bearded, beautiful beauties. And I'm so excited because my friend Alma, she was, like, the first bearded, I ain't gonna sit there and say she was the first bearded woman, but she's, like, the first bearded girl that I became friends with, and she was getting made fun of for, like, the longest. And now that I see other women, like, embracing their facial hair, like, there could be others like me who get their facial hair taken off, which is totally okay. I love Alma. I haven't talked to her in a while, but every time I see her, I get so excited. She really makes my heart happy. And yeah, she's a badass. Honestly, every time I get on TikTok or every time I get, like, on social media and I see people learning to embrace themselves, I get so excited because I just know what it was like, you know what I mean, to be so, like, you don't understand. Like, when I was in high school, I was so embarrassed of everything about me, like, every single thing. I think the only thing I had going for me was my eyes, but even then I have to wear glasses. I freaking hated wearing glasses. Now I don't care, but when I was younger, I hated it because I was like, why can I not see? Like, my eyes are real Real pretty. Why can't I not see? But, yeah. I hated everything about me. Now, I love everything about me. I really do. I really do. The only thing that I hate is that I have PCOS. PCOS can literally lead to so many other things. Like, PCOS is like the friggin' key to thousands of doors. Like, and you don't know about it until the door is opened. You go to the doctor and they're like, hey, da 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 da. And they're like, it's because you have PCOS. Then they're like, it's because you're fat. And I'll be like, okay. Because at this point, okay. Is it really because of that? Because PCOS, apparently, from what I've read and from what I'm told, you are born with it and it hides itself until puberty. Which is kind of accurate because I got my first period in 6th grade. And then next thing I friggin' know, I'm growing a beard. So, yeah. But I record a lot now. It's just like when I put them together, it just doesn't look right. But it's really because I record at like different sporadic days. I'm really excited for myself because I really do want a different life for myself. And I know that in order to have the life that I want, I must do the things that I have to do in order to achieve the life that I want to live. So I'm excited for me. I'm really happy for me. My mental today, we're on a scale of, what are we today? Let me ask myself, Sam, how are you feeling? We're like a 7. The number 7 came in my head. We're like a 7. That's really great because last week I was a 4. So, oh, also to tell you guys, I'm apparently going to a field party. It's outside and I'm half vaccinated. I get vaccinated fully next week. So there's a field party this weekend that I got invited to by my date Paris. And I'm really nervous because I've never been to a field party. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what a field party is. I know it's in a field, but like, what is it? Like, is it gonna be hot? Is there bugs? Like, because it's in the country and I live in the country, so I ain't scared of no bugs. But the night bugs be different than, like, you know, deep in the country bugs be different than like country bugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's deep in the country bugs, and then there's just country bugs. Like, oh, a spider, you know, a bee. Nah, these ones look different. I'm scared about the bugs. Hey y'all, hey boos. So today's Wednesday, the 27th, 26th, definitely the 26th. It's definitely the 26th. And I'm on my way to go get my second COVID shot. And yeah, so I'm really nervous, but I had already, and so I started thinking as I'm driving, because I was watching this TikTok video and it just got me thinking, you know. And I hope that y'all never stop being yourselves. And if you're not yourself and you feel like you have to act a certain way around a certain crowd and all that stuff, please get out and go be yourself, because it is the best decision ever. I remember in like middle school, high school, like I never knew like really what my personality was, because like I was always acting like everybody else. And I remember, I think like in high school or something, towards the end, probably like junior year, senior year, I started becoming more and more myself. And then definitely this year, like this past like couple of months, I have been, I feel like, my purest. Okay, I'm super duper happy with myself. I'm happy that even though there's situations that happen in my life, I can learn the lesson from it and move forward. I also thought about, like, I was talking to a friend and I was telling him, like, I went through a lot at a young age. All of those lessons, all of those life traumatizing lessons at a young age really has made me more empathetic with people. Like, it's almost every situation, who doesn't matter who it is. Sorry if it's a little shaky, I'm on a back road. Oh, hey buzzer girl, hey. Oh, a baby fuck, no. Oh, my whole heart, it was a baby fox and the buzzer was eating the circle of life. Okay, back to it. Wow. And so the life lessons that I've been through make it a lot easier to relate to a lot of people, to a plethora of people. And I don't know if it's like a simulation in my head or if I'm just like one of the chosen, but first of all, I didn't want to go through that. I'm glad that I did. I'm glad that I made it through. I'm glad I was tough enough to do that. I'm glad that, whoever instilled that strength in me, to where I could come out on top. And so I'm glad that I can relate to so many people. I'm so blessed that I can relate to so many people, and I'm so blessed that I can tell them that it's going to be okay and kind of share my story with them so that they don't feel alone or feel like, less than or anything like that. I'm glad that people can look at me and be like, you know what, if she did it, I can do it. I love that. I truly love that, okay? Going through some of the things that I went through, I'm unraveling for myself. I really should seek a therapist, even though I've been trying. I just can't find the one that's like the one. But I should really see a therapist about things that I've been through that's traumatic and everything like that, because man, it's been a lot. It was a lot. I've seen a lot of things, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, you're so stuck up, you've never been through anything. No, I have. I really have. So yeah, I'm just really glad that I can relate to a lot of people, and it makes my heart happy to know that I can touch a lot of people. I really do feel like I'm one of the chosen. I mean, take it how you want to take it, but I really do feel like I'm one of the chosen. It's so crazy how like certain things, like certain signs, or I see 3 and 8s all the time. Speaking of 3 and 8s, there's an 8 and a 3 right here. It's 83 degrees outside. Crazy, right? I see 3 and 8s all the time, and I know that those are my angel numbers. My birthday's on 3/8. I see 3s and 8s all the time, even when I'm driving, even when I'm in my room, doesn't matter. And I know that those are my angel numbers, and I know that those are positive numbers. I just know that I'm a chosen. Call it for what you want. I mean, you could be a chosen too. I'm not saying that anybody, there is a variety of the chosen, but I just feel like I have been the chosen to be a very caring person, a very loving person. I have the ability to love a lot of people at one time and make sure that they are loved appropriately, and I try my best to relate to others, or to, it's almost like cats. It's almost like an animal, but I'm gonna say cats. Have you ever seen like really feral, spicy cat that is just like, you don't want nothing to do with it because it's so mean and so angry, but then there's that one person that takes the time out to really care for the cat, and then the cat becomes like this loving animal? That's me. I'm the person that takes the time out to love you. I don't care about your flaws. I've had a lot of cats that were feral like that. My favorite cat was Sparky. And his name was Sparky because he was literally like a maniac. And I loved him. He was like one of my favorite cats. I freaking loved him. And so, yeah, like, I do that with a lot of people. I definitely give you guys, or give the people that I'm talking to, my energy. I want you to feel me. I want you to feel me. I want you to feel the hug that I'm giving you. I want you to feel the love that I'm giving you. I want you to feel the passion that I have for you, to let you know that I love you and I want you here. You are so loved. You are brilliant. You're amazing. You do shine a light in somebody's life. I think that is my calling. I want tons of people to know that that's how I view them. I have no problems sharing my feelings. And I think it's really stupid of people to bag, not brag, bag, to talk down to people who are sensitive. First of all, not everybody can be such a nonchalant, unsensitive person. I don't know how else to describe it. I was going to say a couple other words, but you can't really say that on YouTube. So not many people can be that, okay? And there's nothing wrong with being sensitive. There's nothing wrong with being in tune with your emotions. Look, I'm getting real hype, okay? There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. I friggin' hate when people come after sensitive people at that. Talking about, oh, why are you being so sensitive? Oh, you're about to cry? No! I'm about to beat you. I'm about to, okay? Like, the thing is, you don't have to be such a shit. People off rip, I'm sensitive. I'm a crybaby. Because first of all, the fact that you thought that you could hurt my feelings and made me feel some type of way, the thought that you had the audacity to hurt my feelings, number one. Number two, if you actually do hurt my feelings and I come after you, don't get mad at the repercussions. Okay? Don't get mad at the repercussions. Because, baby, woo, I had to take a little break, honey. I was getting a little riled up. Because I'm just real tired. Of people picking on sensitive people. There's nothing wrong with being in tune with your emotions. There's nothing wrong with feeling that emotion in the moment and then 5 minutes later being over it. Why would you want to store these negative emotions? Because most of the time they're negative. Why would you want to store that in and walk around with it? Huh? Why do you want to store the sadness, the hatred, the feeling unworthy and less than? Or why do that? Especially when you're in an argument or something like that and people are like, oh, well, you're just being too sensitive. No, that shit hurts. I'm telling you, it hurts, okay? So I'm telling you not to treat me like that. You got to teach people how to treat you. I remember, I forget who told me, but somebody said that to me, and it really did stick with me. Because yes, you do have to tell people how to treat you. You're not going to treat me any type of way. Okay, period. You're not going to think that I'm less than you. You're not going to think that you're the boss of me because I'm sensitive. You're not going to do any of that. I'm going to tell you what I like and what I don't like. And if you do not respect my choice or my decisions, then guess what? Bye. I don't like something because it makes me feel some type of way, and I address it to you as a friend or whatever the case may be. If I'm at work or something like that, I said, please do not do that, and you decide to still make me somebody who you should care about, or just a human. We should just care about people in general. We're humans on this earth, okay? Nobody asked to be here. We're all just here, okay? I'm trying to figure it out. If I ask you not to make me feel so upset or whatever the case may be, no, I'm not going to let it roll off my shoulder. No, I'm not going to sit there and let it, oh, ha, that's just how they are. No, I'm not. I'm going to tell you, I do not like it. Please do not do that. Can you try to tone it down? And if you decide not to respect my wishes, then bye. Because I literally cannot. And do not, if you disrespect me, I don't care. I don't care how y'all feel about this one. If you disrespect me, you cannot tell me how to give the disrespect back. I hope that makes sense, but that's basically what I'm trying to say. If you disrespect me and I disrespect you back, you're like, oh, well, you didn't have to do that. This had that. Because you knew that you were being disrespectful when you did it, because we should know right from wrong, and I understand that concept might be a little too big for some people. You know right from wrong. You do, right? And if you know that you're talking to somebody, and they say something on accident or whatever that may have like ticked you off, but without them knowingly, and then you decide to shoot back and be disrespectful to them instead of like, teaching them, telling them, be like, hey, maybe not say that because that's a little hurtful. Like, if they're unaware, okay, and then instead of you teaching them, you decide to throw shots back, and or somebody else don't catch it and then catch it and come back at you, don't get mad. That's one thing I cannot stand, is when people come after you, you didn't even do anything, and people come after you. People just be disrespectful. You wake up, man. You wake up petty. Like you do. I understand you may have a bad day. We all go through those. But the people that go through the lowest be really trying, okay? We really be trying. We be trying to give love because we know what it's like to be low, okay? We know what it's like to be low. And we can pick up on, or at least I can pick up on something when somebody's being a little shady to me.